Yogi Bhajan brought Kundalini Yoga to the United States in 1969 and immediately saw a need for the young people who were trying to find spirituality but were utilizing drugs and alcohol and many of the things that really weren't serving their soul. And he began the process of teaching yoga and meditation to give them a way to connect to that spirit inside of them and the spirit outside of them in a way that was healthy, happy, and holy. Thus, he created the 3HO, Healthy, Happy, Holy organization, and began the process of giving tools to everybody in order to endure the stress of normal life. He sent me to Japan.
Tell the Japan story.
That's too long. You know, what happened for me was I went to a Kundalini yoga class and I began to learn how to do yoga and meditation. And it started to balance me in a way that I understood what my own destiny was. And that's really what helped me to recognize that I needed to be a healer. And ultimately what happened for me was that I needed to surrender to a teacher, which is a very Eastern way of looking at things. And so I went to Yogi Bhajan. I didn't really know anything about him. He was teaching a yoga class, so I ran up and I helped him off the stage and I said, "Sir, I have a question." And he said, "Well, now that you've asked me in public, I have to answer you in public. What do you want?" And I said, "Well, I'm an acupuncturist and I've been thinking about moving to the Caribbean and I'm not sure what to do." And he goes, "So, what do you want from me?" And I said, "Well, sir, I'd like to know what to do with my life." And he looked out in the crowd and he said, "Do you see that man? You need to go to Japan." And he turned and walked away.
So what happened? Did you go to Japan?
So, as a student, I was under the impression that I had been working hard for a long time and I needed to be rewarded. And what he showed me was that I needed to go to Japan and do a year's worth of more work. And 5 days after I got there was the Kobe earthquake. And I was challenged in ways I never expected. And I grew up and became who I needed to be and then was able to return and move on with my life. Going to Japan was learning how to be internal, was how to find the infinite in the finite internally, and to have safety and responsibility and tranquilness in that environment.